I just watched a lawyer slit his own client's throat. So Jacob Chansley is representing the QAnon shaman, right? And he just called 1% minimum of the population short-less people. Now let me ask you this. Do I in any way, shape, or form look autistic? You see, we make up conservatively, very conservatively, 1% of the population, but we're close to 3 to 5%. You know how that interprets to the jury pool? I've been hiding in plain sight for years, and there are so many of us, functional autistic people, Asperger's, or whatever you want to call it. And you just suggested, number one, we're disabled short bus people. And you're going to have to deal with the jury pool. You just slit your client's throat. And number two, as far as disability, that is an argument present today. It's not entirely considered a disability anymore. And the argument is bending. I can promise two things. One, in case Jacob reads or watches this or whatever, whoever cares. He's a man of little accomplishment from what I've been able to research of him. But you won't ever see any of us, and I promise you two things. My IQ's higher, and in any battle, you'll lose. I filed 11 lawsuits, and I've won 10 of them. The one I lost was when I hired a lawyer. People like me are hiding in plain sight all the time. I've worked in so many different industries and infiltrated so many different industries. It's just you tainted the jury pool. You acted against your client's best interests, and I would be very surprised if you maintain your legal license. But I mean, I know the state that you're coming in, so who knows if they actually give a damn on lawyer legal practices and lawyers actually being a zealous and good faith advocate. That was the worst. Ignorance. Come on. Really? In so many ways, you slit your client's throat. And I guess in some ways, kudos, at least for those of us who are patriots, but you just tainted the jury pool, and you put up a ignorance argument and manipulation argument. Do you realize that in that argument you have to make complicit Fox News and Trump? Do you not realize that you have to make them complicit for misinformation and deliberately manipulating the masses? Do you realize that? That was the most ignorant statement I've ever heard from a lawyer. And you are not a zealous advocate, or if you are, you're just not an advocate. Like, I'm just deeply unimpressed.